everyone? We are back at it, and today's haircut is going to be a shorter shape. It's going to be like a Shaggy Pixie we are going for. That's right, like a shorter crop type haircut, and we could shag it out if we want, or we could make it a little bit more of just like a modern crop using some disconnection as well. Super excited, let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the sectioning of this haircut. We're going to break it down zone by zone. So you got zone 1 on the bottom, zone 2 in that middle, and zone 3 is on the top. And here you can see it again. Nice and clean, everything's sectioned off nice. We're going to map out this haircut first with the sectioning of zone 1, zone 2, and the top zone 3. So let's begin. We are going to start out with diagonal moving sections. We're going to take that all through the back. So let's start on the side and let's create our guide using a diagonal back section. We're going to take diagonal sections and go right through the back. This will be a traveling guide. We're going to create our guide first. Diagonal sections. Sections guide your fingers, fingers guide your cutting line. And here you go. Sections guide your fingers, fingers guide your cutting line. Now we created our guide. We are going to comb our guide into the next section because this will be traveling, and continue to work through the side of the head in through the nape area with these diagonal back sections, traveling guides, diagonal cutting line. Sections guide your fingers guide your cutting line. We're going to work through the nape, nice and tight through the nape, a little fuller through that middle area, and we're going to continue just diagonal back sections, working through the entire nape, traveling guide, and you're going to follow the contour of the head. This is going to give a nice contour from the occipital throughout the nape, and it's going to create a beautiful shape while removing a ton of this bulk. We're going to continue working with the traveling guide and diagonal sections all throughout the nape until we reach the other side of the head. And what this is doing is letting us create a nice tighter area throughout the bottom of the nape and still leaving a little fullness at the occipital. This is a great way to start the foundation of this haircut. And once that's all set through there, then we'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Diagonal back sections. Sections guide your fingers, fingers guide your cutting line, and there's our guide right there. Double check it for balance and continue. We are going to take that guide, we're going to travel into the next section and continue working through the entire head. Same as we did on the opposite side. And again, we're going to work through the nape here. We're going to tie that sides right through the nape and have a nice seamless blend throughout this cut. And here we go. This is where the connection and the seamless blend happens from the side throughout the back. There you go. You can see it all. And we're going to continue working until there's no more hair to cut. Yep. Keeping it evenly saturated. I like to use the same saturation from the start of the haircut to the end of the haircut. So we're going to comb the previous section into the new section and traveling throughout the entire head with these diagonal shapes. And there you go. You can see it gives a nice flow from the sides through the back. Everything is blended and connects well. All right, zone 2, square cutting line vertical sections. Let's just drop the entire section and we are going to create our first guide. Central vertical section. Straight out from the head, cutting a square cutting line. Okay, so now this is where we have to establish the length that we want. You can see this is going to be a little bit of disconnection. It's going to go right over our previous cut section. And you can see we're going to continue moving forward towards the hairline, traveling with this square cutting line. You can see this time we're traveling the opposite direction towards the hairline, and we're using a square cutting line. And we're going to continue just working the same manner throughout. This is going to create a beautiful shape through her parietal ridge from the top of the crown to the occipital. Slight disconnection that will lay right past the occipital and hug her head. And we're going to continue traveling all the way to the hairline. And you will definitely see disconnection on the sides here. And that's what is supposed to happen. You're supposed to have that fullness, that length on the side from zone 2 that is going to come right over the top of zone 1. And it's going to blend beautifully as well. And the same exact thing on the opposite side. This time we're traveling towards the opposite side of the head, right? The opposite hairline. And we're continuing with a square cutting line. You could see that I stayed on the same side of the head through both sides of this haircut. By doing that, you'll really stay consistent with your cutting line. Again, in this case, we have a square cutting line traveling towards the hairline. And we will do that until there's no more hair to cut. Again, you will see disconnection, especially on the sides. It's going to go right over the top of zone 1. Create a ton of movement, but also some nice fullness. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Really created a nice shape. Okay, zone 3, disconnection again. We are going to take a central vertical line and we are going to cut a square cutting line and follow the shape of her head. So let's first take out our central vertical section. Get a nice clean line and let's pull it straight off from the head. Find out where you want that top to lay. Where does that disconnection want to fall? So we have a square cutting line. Now we're following the round of the head. Once you get to that recession line, take another vertical section. We are going to comb it into the previous section and continue to follow the same guide from the original. Again, we start out square and then we follow the round of the head to finish. Combing everything up to the previous cut section. And we'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side. This time, we are going to push our new section into the previous section and cut. Yep. Teeth of our comb will be pushing the hair in the direction that we want it to go. Right there. And follow the contour of the head, creating a beautiful shape here. And continue in the same manner. Bringing it to the previous cut line and cutting. And now we are going to check for balance by taking horizontal sections through that whole top area and doing some deep point cutting. Any heavy spots, and this is always just nice just to break up this area as well. Creates a little bit of texture and balance. So now let's comb everything down. You will see some excess disconnected areas. And I love to just take these areas, twist them, and just razor them right past the occipital of the head. This will have some long disconnected pieces hugging the head by the occipital area. And just like that, it really creates a nice blend. And again, a ton of movement because you still have some disconnection happening there. It's a great modern shape. It's almost like a Shaggy Pixie as well. It can be. Just a beautiful, shorter type of haircut. All right, the floating fringe. The floating fringe, everybody. Let's first establish how to create the depth and the sectioning of this fringe. Laying the comb right on through her center part and going to the corner of each eye, creating a nice crescent section. We're going to work side to side using a razor this time. And here you go. You got my razor out, and I'm just going to work through that area from short to long, depending on exactly where I want to do it. And do the exact same thing on the opposite side as well. This is going to create a beautiful fringe. And you can see, here we go. A little bit of curls and waves, twist around, very light spray, beautiful. It also protects the hair up to 392 degrees. But you can see this shape is just gorgeous. It's got a nice flow, a lot of movement, a lot of balance. It's got a great floating fringe as well. And here you go, everybody. Now here's a little bit of rough man. I like to detail with the rough man. Rub it in my hands big time where you don't even see it. And then just work through and manipulate the hair in the direction that you want to achieve. This is a great finishing tool product. I love this product. And there you go, guys. Allure is ready for a night on the town. I hope you love Allure. And now we are just going to do some deep point cutting through the fringe by gently just using our comb, sliding it underneath the fringe area, tapping it in, and do some just deep point cutting to remove more weight and really detailing this area exactly how we want the final polished finish to be. A little more deep point cutting. There you go. Now we'll do a little more texturizing throughout as well. This is a great way to remove a little bit more weight. and give a little more texture for the haircut. Remove any heaviness. And same with the back. We are just going to do some deep point cutting for the polish and finish of this cut. This is a great way to remove any excess heaviness or length, to detail your finished look.